It's the NFL on.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Here come the Bengals now to take over. And a glance here at the southpaw, who will be calling the plays under center.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. But you look at this defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 47.
They'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. First down, here's Mitchell. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions.
And he's going to go down. They get to it back at the 40. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL. To this point, it's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for them.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And he is out of bounds up around the 14-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it, a gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Stroud looking to change the play. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. A check-in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 16 carries, 70 yards.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. expecting to make a run and not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Stroud sets up the play action. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, we'll start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. Bill. As we step aside here in this first quarter. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, he does have a good leg. I'll give him that, but not that good.
Not by a long shot.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Joseph Osai just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Back onto the field comes this offense ready for their second drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Stroud now on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Okay, ready?
A shotgun snap to Stroud. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And that penalty will move the ball to the 1-yard line.
It's so difficult to cover a fade route, and you're talking about into the end zone, and sometimes you panic a little as a defender, and the offensive guys are really smart. Sometimes they jump back into you and create the contact.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Wizards post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 20. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Prepare his offense out to have another go at it. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Stroud. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A gain of 37 yards.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Touchdown! A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Wizards go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Bengals nothing. Cade York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back. And
this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line.
Intercepted.
Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Stroud working out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And here's Brad Robbins now. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Paris offense out to have another go at it. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
That ball caught by Campbell, and they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Get it! 65 catch! Ready?
Throwing now is Stroud. That's out wide here for Robinson. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Ready, set!
At the 8-yard line.
Hey, check that.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Bijan Robinson. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Wizards take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Bengals nothing. Cade York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field.
Ready, ready.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Back to throw again. Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team. They get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
3rd and 3.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 3rd down gain of 10 to pick up the first.
First down, Wizards.
Stroud out of the gun here. That's complete. It's Okwuegbunam. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. York able to send this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter.
Let's go now.
On first down, here's Stroud. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now second down. 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now 3rd down and 7. Stroud to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They go play action here on 1st down. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Hurry!
Stroud looking to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there's a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
1 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. He'll look to set up his blockers. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Joseph Osai getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage. Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 34
Stroud.
line.
Forced out to his left. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Okay,
3rd and 2. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
No.
Hand off now to Robinson. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 117 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 24. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big-body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use him more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead. Usually not as fumble-prone either.
No, that is so true because they are taught take care of the ball as you surge forward, and you often see them with both hands wrapped around it when they go through the line.
Oh, what a juke into space. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Wizards add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. This short throw caught by Goddard. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 3 at the 31-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll look to throw now on first down. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Okay, break.
Back at the 37-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Let's go now. Set up. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the... And that's going to make it fourth down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Ready.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on fourth and goal. And Stroud now to throw. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny. I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do that? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Paris, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.